What's up, Capricorn? This is Marcus from King of Lions Oracle, back with another Tarot Oracle reading here for you. So this is going to represent June 2022. And I just want to first say thank you to all of you guys who had a lot of patience with me. My computer died on me, so it took me a little bit of time. I had to get a laptop. So thank you for bearing with me as I didn't do a few readings. But what I want to do is just say thank you for all those who showed love. And if you're the first time here, please like, share, subscribe. And make sure you click the bell so that any new messages I get, you'll get all the updated ones. Alright? So usually what I do is I get us some oracle cards just to see what kind of energies are going to be affecting you for the month. Then from there, I'll get you some tarot. We'll kind of clarify what's going to be next. Okay? So what I'm going to do, so get you some tarot here. So we just kind of clean this up a little. We'll get you some tarot, and then we'll clarify the tarot if there's anything that's not clear. All right. So angels, spirit guides, my higher self, deities, ancestors, spirit guides, my higher self, deities. Ooh. All right. So it looks like all of the cards came out. So it looks like spirit has everything to tell you. All right. Let's try this again. All right. Oracle, spirit guides, deities, most high. You're just gonna be a clear guided message for the month of June for Capricorns. Alright, so I'm going to take the top two cards. I have the Two of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Alright, so it looks like you might be at a cross point where you're trying to make a decision about what you're going to do next. And you're trying to use discernment. You're trying to use some of your wisdom from some past experiences that you had. I know in some of my past readings, some Capricorns may be pregnant or maybe having a baby coming soon, so you might be making that decision of, whether to buy a new house or to get a bigger house or whether to move or how you're going to move next, especially with those new additions. Sometimes that can change things. So we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Emperor, the High Priestess. So you've been working real hard, being consistent, working on yourself, getting better and better. We have the Chariot. All right, so you have a lot of major arcana cards here. So you have a lot of big things coming. We also have yourself showing up, the shadow side. All right, and we have the Nine of Cups. Let me just get one more. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Please give me a clear guided message for what Capricorn should expect for the month of June. Okay. All right. So from what I'm seeing here, as I mentioned before, the bottom of the deck energy is the Two of Swords. So directly, the first thing that I see is you have these two twos. You actually have three twos. You have the Two of Swords, you have the Two of Rods, and you have the High Priestess. So you definitely have some angels. You might have some spirit guides who are trying to send you a message or may even be pushing you in a certain direction. But what I'm seeing here, first, you have the Two of Swords. So there's a decision that you're making that you're trying to figure out. Now, this isn't going to be for everybody. I think for some of you, just like I mentioned before, so you're at the crossroads right now with the Two of Roads, with the Two of Rods. So you're trying to figure out, am I going to go left? Am I going to go right? What am I going to do? And as I mentioned before, in some of the past readings, I know some of you may be having a child, may be pregnant. Some of you may have actually started a business, and that could have been the baby that you're birthing. So you're trying to figure out what's the next step, and you're trying to figure out how to make the next best step beneficial to you, your family, and the future family or the future of the business, right? So when you look at this person, they're kind of looking out, they got the world in front of them. And it's funny because they actually have this cat that's sitting there with them, And cats are very intuitive, cats are very quiet. Now, on this cat, there's actually three colors that's represented there. Right? That's three colors that's on there. So this is just letting you know that you have a lot of creativity that's within you, and that intuitively you have a lot of creativity that's within you. So you just have to take some time to tap in. You're going to be able to kind of figure out what's the next thing to do. Because as you can see from the Two Rods, whatever you do is going to be fruitful and it's going to grow. It just depends on whatever you put your energy into. Right? The next you have the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, this is Libran energy. Okay? Now, this is someone who you just learned from past experiences, past mistakes, and things of that nature. And you're very wise to the decisions that you're going to make going forward. So from what I take from this Capricorn, you're a very hardworking person, and you want to make sure that everything's stable, work stable, family stable. So in your planning process, you're trying to think of what's the best plan to make sure that you cover all bases. And with the Queen of Swords looks at the past experiences, sees what didn't work for them in the past, and they said, nah, I'm not going to do that going forward. Now, if you look at this Queen of Pentacles, she's holding violets in her hands. Okay? Violets are color purple, so that's the color of wisdom. Plus, violets also are very versatile. Violets can be used for medicine. Violets can be used to make your... So, because violets are so versatile, and she's carrying this on her lap, what she's saying is you want to make these wise decisions, but when you're making these wise decisions, still want to be versatile. You still want to be flexible, but be sharp in your discernment. You know, don't be bouncing back and forth with your decisions, and that's why that Queen of Swords is there for you. Right? Now, the good thing is you've been working really, really hard on yourself with the Eight of Pentacles. You've been working hard. You can be going to the gym, maybe have a new exercise regimen. Maybe you put in a new, like a new schedule or something to kind of keep you and your significant other, or maybe you and your family, like in line. But with this Eight of Pentacles, this is showing that you're doing all the hard work, that you're cutting out all the easy stuff, and you're doing everything the hard way. And since you've been working so hard, now you're very consistent. You can tell what your output's going to be. You can tell what your outcome's going to be. And you kind of know. And as you see with this person, they're very, very focused on the next pentacle that they're making. And so this is you right now. You're focused on your pentacles, but you're focused on what's coming next. And so I'm sure that things are going to work out for you. Right? Now, we have the Emperor card. All right. So previously, as I was mentioning, we have Emperor. The Emperor is Aries energy. Jupiter is in Aries, which Jupiter is about expansion, about good luck. And so, from what I see here, you may have some really, really good luck and things coming your way due to this expansion in Jupiter. Now, for some of you Capricorns, I'm sorry, you actually are in your own business and you're starting your own business and you're trying to make that fork in the road, because this is right above it. You're at that fork in the road and you're trying to figure out what's the next step. You know, should I incorporate? Should I make myself an LLC? Should I keep myself as a sole proprietorship? Like you're working on those next steps and you're kind of cutting those fine lines now and you're trying to figure out what's going next for you. Right? Intuitively, you know that things are working out. You know that there are some things that are hidden, that are in the background, that you're not really sure how they're going to work, but you're confident that you're going to be able to make the right decision, because you've been wise and you're hardworking, so you kind of know what things are going to be. This is also the center of your reading here. So because this is the center of your reading, what this is saying to you, Capricorn, is follow your instincts. Trust your inner high priestess. Do some meditation. You know, maybe go take a walk by the water. But the center of everything is you trusting yourself. What I love more about this too is in the same middle line, which is your on earth energy. Okay? This is the first top line. This is your mental energy. This is what's above you. This is your on earth energy here. And this is the foundation of everything that's going on. So with this, you have the Chariot and you have the High Priestess. Okay, the Chariot is controlled by the moon and the High Priestess is controlled by the moon. Okay, so these moon cycles are going to have effects on you. But what I also see is that you're doing so well that you're going to be above the clouds. You see this Chariot? The Chariots put together all the horses together. They put their willpower together, and they're moving forward. So you just want to just continue to build up that steam, continue to get that energy to try to move yourself forward, to try to find out what's the best thing, what's the next best thing. The High Priestess, she sits in between these two pillars. One of the pillars is Boaz, and the other one's Joachim. So this is you being able to see between the dark and the light. So you can figure out what's going to be good for you and what's going to be bad for you. You just have to take some time to kind of meditate on it. But you have a victory that's coming to you. Everything's coming full speed for you. You may even have to travel for this new job or new position, or for some of you, as I mentioned before, who are having a baby. This might mean that your next step that you're choosing is probably to move locations. You might be either moving to a bigger house or moving to another city or something that might be able to take care of the new family that's coming. Okay. Now we have the shadow side. Okay. This is also Capricorn energy. Now, right now, Capricorn, what I'm taking this on the shadow side as for you is that there's two things. For those who are having a child, You're thinking about all the things that could happen, that could go bad, that can go wrong. You're wondering whether or not you got enough money. You're wondering whether or not you're ready. You're just doing all these questioning. So if you look at the picture of the person, they're covering, right? The problem's coming, okay? Or the evil entity's coming. And this person just cowering. They don't know what to do. The feminine, the divine feminine is totally hidden. Okay, so if you think of this as the divine feminine, which is totally hidden, and the divine masculine is not even making any effort, how are you gonna be successful if you're totally at a standstill? Now, if you look at the normal devil card, which the shadow card is the devil card, okay, you have the man chained and you have the woman chained, right? That card is very closely connected to the lover's card, and so in the lover's card, you actually see the woman is looking up to the angels, look up to the heaven, and the divine masculine is looking at the angel. Looking at the divine feminine. So there's no way that they can make a decision because the two of them are there. This is the contrast. He's looking at the divine feminine, and the divine feminine has no idea what to do. She's frozen. So this is going to take a little bit of time for you to kind of fight your fears. You're going to have to push through. You're going to have to realize that you've already put in the work. Your chariot is already moving. You're already successful. You're already a boss. You've already done all the work. Things are working in your favor. So stop questioning yourself and take your mind out of that negative thought process and that negative feeling, because anything that you put your energy into is going to manifest. So if you manifest negative energy and think negative things, that's what will come to you. So you want to just take some time and just try to manifest and think about positive things. The next is you have the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups, this is about you being fulfilled. You've been working really hard. Your family's making, you're happy with your family, you're happy with your car, you're happy with your life. But you're also realizing that, hey, things are a lot better than I thought they were. My cups are really filled. I can do a lot of different things. I'm there at where my dream is. This cornucopia is right in front of me. All I have to do is reach out and grab it. So you just want to put that energy of being confident and knowing that things are working out for you and just reach for the future. Just reach for everything, right? Now, in this base of everything, you have the Four Pentacles. So the Four Pentacles, this is showing here that some of you may be worried about money. Again, for both scenarios, those who are having kids, you're worried about whether or not you're going to have enough money saved, whether or not, you have health coverage ready, whether or not you're going to get, a 529 plan for your kid. Like, you're thinking all of these things. You're worried about saving money, and that's important, and that's good. The only thing you want to do is don't hold yourself back from the things that you can do to better your life, right? So this person, you see they're holding themselves back, but behind them is the wreath of victory. So if they just let go of some of those pentacles and turn around and walk in the door, they don't even know what kind of surprise or what kind of gift is going to come or what kind of achievement may be behind those doors, right? You open your own doors. Don't close them for yourself, right? So let's take some time. Let me just clarify a few things here. So first, I'm going to clarify the Four Pentacles, and I'm going to clarify here the shadow side. Let's see. Angels, spirit guides, my higher self, please help me get a clear, discerned message, okay? So we have the Four Pentacles with the Four Cups. Now, from what I can see here, there may have been something that's making you bored, or may have something that's making you not feel fulfilled. But what you have to understand, look at that, we have the Ace of Cups at the bottom. All right, so from what I can feel from this is here, you may feel like you have missed an opportunity. And so, and what I'm taking for some of this, for those who are having a baby now, this is just feeling a lot more stronger for those people. You may have felt like you might have missed the opportunity to save more, or maybe to take a higher paying job, or to do things. Some of you are questioning whether or not you're making the right decision going forward. You might be having cold feet, not necessarily about the baby, but you're just, now that the baby's coming, now you're feeling almost like, oh man, did I miss my chance to go backpacking across Europe? Did I miss this? Did I miss that? And I want you to see the two energies that came out here. You have the Four of Cups, which is saying that you feel like you missed things, but there's a cup that's being handed to you that you're not noticing. And then at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. So little do you know that this new bundle of joy for those who are having the kids, who are going to have kids, this new baby is going to change your life and is going to bring you that fulfillment that you've had. That not understanding and not sure of what the future is and feeling bored in life. This is going to fulfill you. It's going to give you more purpose. It's going to give you more reason for why you want to make money. It's going to be more reason for why you get up every day and why you take care of yourself. So don't worry. I'm pretty sure that you're going to see this over time. You know, I remember when I was having my first kid, I was so freaking nervous about everything. But then once the baby comes, all you do is smile. That's all they do, because they just smile and look at you. So that's all you can do is smile back. They can't feel that negative energy unless you give it to them. Right? Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, okay? All right, so we have the shadow side, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, and this is the shadow side. Just like I was saying before, some of you are worried of whether or not you have enough money, whether or not you have a big enough apartment, you got the right health coverage. So with the Nine of Wands, this is the person that's kind of like they've been war torn and beat down, and they're like, all right, what's the next obstacle that's going to come? What else is going to happen? Just waiting for the other shoe to drop. But the thing is, the Nine is close to the end. It's close to perseverance. This is close to the Ace of Wands. Okay, so you have a little bit more. Just continue to conquer on, push forward. This person has taken a little bit of a hit to the ego, as you can see with the bandage on their head. So maybe something didn't go exactly how they wanted it to, but they survived it and they learned from it. So this bandage that's on your ego, this is something that you need to learn from. Okay? It's not anything that you need to worry about, but it's something that you definitely can learn from. All right, so we'll do one more. We'll do one more here. All right? Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please clarify for me, why is the High Priestess here? Look what came up. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Cups. And the Six. All right? The Six of Swords. So what's really cool about that is that's kind of a clarifier. Right? So this Ace of Cups is healing. This is love. This is a new situation. You're on a new journey that's going to safer waters. You don't even realize it. You're really, really worried about what's going to happen and what's going to come. But little do you know that this is actually going to be a journey that's going to be healing. It's going to be safe. You're going to get a lot of clarity. You're going to feel a lot more love. It's going to heal you. And on this trip, when you get to the end of the trip, you're going to feel so much more safe and so much more comfortable. This is you moving to a safer space. That you think things are bad now, but as you're moving, you're going to the safer space, getting away from where you are. And intuitively, with the High Priestess, this is something that you kind of already know. The only thing is you're just worried, just like any other person. And I can understand that. And this also goes for business owners too, because I'm starting my own business too, so I understand. You want to make sure that you have everything in line. Your clients are in line. You got your LLC paperwork. You want to make sure you do those things. And then for those who are having a kid, you want to make sure your significant other is getting their folic acid. You want to make sure they're sleeping well. You want to make sure that they don't get their nerves up. Like, you're just kind of like a ball of nerves. But trust me, this is going to come to heal. This new baby, for some of you, or this new project that might come in, is going to be a healing situation. Or this could even just be new love between you and your significant other. This might be for the business owners. This might be just you having new love towards how you see your freedom of once you have your business, the freedom that you have, the control that you'll have to be able to make your own money and everything. But things are looking really good for you. All right. Now, for this month, the energies that I see that's going to help you is Leo. Okay? So you may have a Leo friend, or you might have Leo in your chart, but this is what's going to help you this month. This is that energy that's going to kind of be that kind of guiding light and kind of push you direct this month. All right? We have the Sandpiper Spirit. Be playful. Right? And I really like this for you because since I see that you have the shadow side here and I see that you have the Four of Cups, you're worrying. The thing is, you have all the skills and all the talent. Capricorn, you're already a really hard-working person. You already know how to take care of your bills. You're already very grounded. I'm pretty sure you have a nice savings account. So be playful, relax a little bit. Put that positive energy in the air. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself that things aren't going to go well, when I'm pretty sure things are going to go well because of the fact that it's you that's doing it. Okay? So now, as I mentioned here, a new romantic cycle begins. So this might be new love between you and your significant other. You know, you already had the first chapter of you being with your significant other. Now, for some of those who've created a baby, now you have a whole new love for this person because you're looking at them and they're creating life. And you're realizing that, this is something that you wouldn't have been able to do on your own. And now you're seeing that this is something that you guys are working together. So now you want to protect them even more. So this is just making that love even stronger. And it's just making it glow. You see how the hand's glowing, just like the card's glowing? Like, this is something that's going to be glowing within the heart space. And it's something that's going to change you. Okay? All right, so now we have your angel card. All right, so it says block out distractions. All right, so Capricorn, your life purpose and other priorities need undivided attention. So it's your time to take charge of your schedule and your working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power and responsibility to block them out. Okay, so block out any distractions that are going to stop you from your goals. Okay, but I want to thank you so much for your time, Capricorn, and checking out my page. Again, for those who stay stuck around, like, share, and subscribe. If you're interested in getting a private reading, you can certainly email me, and I'll be able to get direct in contact with you. Usually I do a half hour and an hour, and we do it via Zoom. We can work that out, get up to 3 questions answered. If you also choose to, you can also donate to the page. That helps me to keep the page running, helps me to get new cards and everything so I can better serve you. All right? But Capricorn, it was my pleasure. I hope you have a wonderful month, and keep an eye on the page for any new postings that I have for this month, all right? Take care. Peace, Capricorn.